Dozens of Jeffrey Epstein's victims turned to Congress.
There is something that is rotten in Washington.
To demand justice. Marching into town.
But there's a level of anxiety that does exist in our city.
Reactions to President Donald Trump's newest orders. And international love.
I think we both talk the language of football.
As the NFL holds their first intercontinental game of the season. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Brenda Miranda.
Good morning. I'm Nicolette Esper. Today is Friday, September 5th, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Survivors gather around our nation's capital to tell stories. Tensions continue to rise in Washington, D.C. for the release of the Epstein files.
Dozens of survivors gathered in front of the Capitol with precisely that goal. Our D.C. Bureau reporter Jose Carlos Rodriguez has all the details.
The survivors of Jeffrey Epstein are gathering here outside the Capitol alongside hundreds of people, demanding transparency and pressing the Congress to fully release the files. With hundreds of people holding signs, chanting, and demanding transparency, the Capitol building became a platform for the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein.
I never thought was possible to be able to stand here with survivors and be able to echo the sounds of their voices and to be able to paint this more robust picture of everything that's happened to us.
With their personal testimonies, the survivors called for justice and warned that if lawmakers fail to act, they will release their own list of names.
Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world, and it will be done by survivors and for survivors.
Meanwhile, Representatives Rocana and Thomas Massey are leading the pressure inside the Capitol, supporting a petition that could force a vote inside the House to release the files.
There is something that is rotten in Washington. Less than 1% of these files have been released. We are demanding today on the discharge petition that all of the files be released.
What comes next could be decisive. If the petition by Massey and Cana reaches the 218 signatures required, this will force the House to go on a vote for the Epstein files. Meanwhile, the survivors here insist that their truth cannot wait any longer. In Washington, D.C., I'm Jose Carlos Rodriguez, Caplin News.
President Trump's decision to deploy federal troops to Washington, D.C. is now facing legal challenges, and he says Chicago could be next. As CNN's Sherelle Hubbard reports, lawmakers in both cities are speaking out.
Chicago is bracing for potential National Guard activity. Officials in Illinois say they hear troops will be in Chicago by the weekend.
Trying like hell to keep them away.
I do understand that there's a level of anxiety that does exist in our city.
This week, President Trump warned of a troop deployment to Chicago, much like what's happened in Washington, D.C. D.C. residents and lawmakers held a rally at the Capitol Thursday to call for an end to the federal takeover.
When I say free, you say D.C. Free! D.C. Free! D.C.
Washington, D.C. officials are now suing the Trump administration over the deployment.
Donald Trump's militarization of D.C. has nothing to do with public safety and everything to do with terror and intimidation.
The lawsuit filed Thursday by D.C.'s Attorney General claims troops are illegally acting as local police by patrolling neighborhoods and carrying out searches and arrests.
It's no secret he's targeting our immigrant neighbors and black kids, specifically black boys. That is dangerous. That is dehumanizing.
The lawsuit also accuses the president of violating the Constitution and federal law by sending troops in without consent from local leaders. The White House claims the lawsuit is an attempt to, quote, undermine Trump's efforts to crack down on crime in the nation's capital.
If you look at Washington, D.C., 3 weeks ago, it was the same or worse. And now it's considered a totally safe zone.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
People are reacting to news this morning after an appeals court allows alligator Alcatraz to remain open. The decision came yesterday after the state of Florida and Homeland Security requested a preliminary injunction to allow the site to remain open until a higher court can rule on the matter.
We said we would fight that. We said the mission would continue, and I'm pleased to say that the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals has just stayed that ruling and stayed the case. So Alligator Alcatraz is, in fact, like we've always said, open for business.
Governor DeSantis has doubled down on his stance on detention centers and has announced 2 more will be coming to Florida, this time in more northern areas. He called the new facilities Deportation Depot and Panhandle Pokey.
16 people are confirmed dead this morning in Portugal after a derailed trolley crashed into a building. According to a witness, the carriage launched at full speed without any brakes, leaving over 20 others injured. Portugal's emergency services say all victims have been removed from the crash site and an investigation has been opened.
Miami Beach will travel back in time next week as an original cast and crew members of Miami Vice reunite for the show's 41st anniversary. Caplin News reporter Jacqueline Pecker was on the scene back in March to witness the production of a commercial that just came out.
Ocean Drive transformed into a scene straight out of the most popular crime drama from the 80s, complete with steamy Miami weather, classic cars, and a touch of star power.
While it may look like I've time traveled to the 80s, I'm actually here in Miami Beach on the set of a new commercial commemorating the annual Miami Vice reunion.
In true Vice fashion, police forces blocked off Ocean Drive intermittently between takes as locals and tourists got a blast from the past. Filmed in front of the Cardozo Hotel, emblematic of the Art Deco architecture Miami's famous for, a photo video team was on the scene, including a drone operator to capture iconic looks of the city from above. The commercial, which was released last Friday, stars original cast members of the show, a taste of what's to come at the event next week.
When we do this, it brings back wonderful memories, and we get to cherish what we created.
The series has a loyal fan base that has continued to grow since the show's launch in 1984, leading up to the inaugural reunion for its 40th anniversary last year. And some fans even stumbled in on the fun by pure coincidence.
We just got mojitos down the street at the Carlisle. We're walking up the street, we see the car, we see some of the cast. This is unbelievable.
And some familiar Miami Beach faces even made a cameo, like Mayor Stephen Miner and Commissioner Joe Magazine, who are major fans themselves.
Miami Vice came to epitomize what Miami was.
Last year's event brought hardcore fans from all over the world, as far as Australia and Brazil. And it's coming back for a second round this year, from September 9th through the 14th.
They are real, true Miami Vice fans.
Oh, yeah, they get on fly 20-something hours on a plane.
It's all the brainchild of actor and superfan Derek Hedlund, who organized the official Miami Vice reunion and directed the commercial for this year's event.
We're going to come back twice as big. Mayor Stephen Miner has been so generous to give us his full support, and we're going to be all over South Beach.
From special guest appearances to car shows, this year's event is sure to reunite fans once more under the Miami sun. And action! Tickets are on sale now. For Caplin News in Miami Beach,
Freaks, Miami Vice.
I'm Jacqueline Pecker.
Lady Gaga injured right before a concert.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
And Brazilian fans are waiting for 7 hours at the airport just to see the team arriving.
The NFL is going international. Sao Paulo, here we go. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
And Brazilian fans are waiting for 7 hours at the airport just to see the team arriving.
The NFL is going international. Sao Paulo, well, here we go. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Bom dia! The Kansas City Chiefs aren't in Missouri this morning in preparation for their season opening game. The National Football League is going international, taking one of this week's game all the way to Brazil.
That's right. The Kansas City Chiefs are headed to Sao Paulo to face the Los Angeles Chargers, but before that, fans there waited hours just to welcome the team. Fernanda Silva gives us an inside look.
Season opener is around the corner, and this time it's in Brazil. Some Kansas City fans already traveled to the South American country, and Brazilian fans are waiting for 7 hours at the airport just to see the team arriving.
Tailgating.
O pessoal falou que tinha cerveja, ó, check, aqui, ó.
At the airport.
Frango, ó.
Chiefs fans have embraced the football culture.
A gente trouxe um cooler aqui com algumas bebidas pra gente esperar o pessoal, porque a gente sabia que ia demorar pouquinho, então.
A little while. 7 hours at São Paulo's airport, just to welcome the Chiefs.
Eu não queria correr o risco de acontecer alguma coisa no meio do caminho e eu não ter a oportunidade de vê-los aqui.
He was joined by dozens of other fans.
Isso é surreal para mim, é meio doido.
Surreal is also the Thorpe family's experience.
Very impressive. A very big city, too. It took us 2 hours to get to our hotel.
From Oleiva to São Paulo, from English to Portuguese. But that won't be a problem.
We may not be able to talk to each other much, but I think we both talk the language of football. I think it's going to be fun.
Some cultural shock? Why not?
We've never seen so many electrical wires on one pole.
But also many new, awesome experiences.
I had my first Caparini.
Caipirinha?
Yeah, yes. I had my first one.
Chiefs fans cheering in Brazil. In Kansas City, Fernanda Silva, KSHB 41 News.
Thousands of Lady Gaga fans left disappointed at the Kaseya Center in Miami Wednesday night. The pop star postponed the concert, revealing in her apology that she sustained a voice strain during a rehearsal on Tuesday. Doctors advised her not to perform. Gaga promised to reschedule the concert. She is set to perform this Saturday and Sunday at Madison Square Garden alongside the MTV Music Video Awards. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Well, that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Brenda Miranda. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.